We've been talking a lot about the Dearborn Police Department recently, but I have a message for the Dearborn Fire Department. Please go to Mayor John C. O'Reilly's office immediately. His pants are on fire, and the flames are rapidly spreading to his career and to his city's reputation. In our video showing the footage of Paul and Nabil's arrest, you can see me in the background holding up a video camera. That's what I was doing, holding a camera. This is why it was interesting for me to learn from the mayor's letter that I was causing a scene. The mayor wrote, "At the time he was arrested on Friday, June 18th, Mr. Wood, that's me, had gathered a large crowd around him, blocking a key access point between the tents. The crowd was forced to grow bigger, solely because people could not pass. Those who created this public danger did so with the knowledge that they were violating the laws because they wanted to be arrested, while their cohorts were actively recording the event for posting on the web. They knew that they could inflame the passions of viewers who would be taken in by their misrepresentation of what was really going on." Isn't it ironic that the mayor accuses us of misrepresenting the facts in order to inflame the passions of viewers when that's exactly what he's been doing? In this video, I'm going to share the footage from my camera of Nabil's final dialogue at the festival. You've already seen what happened from a different angle. You can't hear everything perfectly, but the point is to show what I was doing when I was arrested. Remember, the mayor says that I had gathered a large crowd around me, that I was blocking a key access point between the tents, and that people could not pass. He says all of this in an attempt to justify the actions of the Dearborn Police Department. I'd like you to pay attention to all of the people walking around during this dialogue. Yes, there was a group gathered, but we were in a very large area, an entire city street and 2 sidewalks wide. Notice that people had no trouble whatsoever walking out of the tent. And we've already seen in another video that I had asked police if we should move, and police said we were fine, right before arresting us. So let's check out the footage. I've included at the bottom some quotations from the mayor's letter, from the police report, and from the City of Dearborn's website. See if they're accurate. And if you listen closely, at the end, while I'm being handcuffed, you can hear Muslims standing close to me saying, "Man, I love Dearborn Police."
Everything's okay. I think that's the only thing that kept going.
The video afterwards. We want to make this perfectly clear. We don't have any issue with people there. We have no issue with people at police. We don't have issue with people at police. So I
didn't see that video. It was just saying Islamic people as a community are just all bad. And all asking for trouble. They're all asking for trouble.
Why decide making all these videos? That's a good question. We came here yesterday, or last year, and we saw a pamphlet that we had a question about. So we went to the booth who gave us a pamphlet. We said, "Hey, can we ask you a question?" I have a question. And they said,
So why are you back here again? So why are you here this year? Why you record everything?
I didn't see you at every spirit festival.
So why are you already here another year in a row?
I just happened to be here.
If last year went bad, why are you here again? Why are you
We
here
want to see
again?
if it's going better this year. We want to see if it's better this year than it was last year.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure it's all the way around.
I think you're looking for more trouble.
We're not looking for trouble. We want to see things are better. Generally, things have been better. Security hasn't been hitting us. Security hasn't been assaulting us. So things are better. I'm glad about that. And we're talking right now. No one's stopping us from talking. So I'm glad about these things. That's the very reason I'm here. To make sure you and I can talk.
So you're going to preach?
I would like to preach. We haven't even gotten to that point. What's your point here?
Why is Christianity better than Islam?
Because Jesus Christ did not claim to be just a prophet. He said he was here to receive worship. He did receive worship. He forgave people's sins. He miraculously healed people. He died on the cross and rose from the dead. These truths have changed my life. It's absolutely changed my life. And I find it so important to let people know about these things. I will tell anyone if you want to listen. So I'm glad you say it.
As if Allah is like that. What makes Jesus better than Allah?
Okay, I got a bunch of you guys who are asking questions. So did like 4 of these guys. I wanna
You're saying a human was
So-
Jesus better than God?
What? That's an excellent question. What's up, buddy? Huh? No, people are worshiping Jesus as God less than a decade after. Hey, that's troublemaker. I'm just good guy. Yeah. So in the Old Testament, we see a prophecy saying that a child will be born to you and he will be the mighty God. In the Old Testament, it actually says the mighty God will be born as a child to you. And Abiyad, will be born to you. So this is a prophecy we knew would happen. That's an excellent question. What we find in the New Testament is that in order for our sins away from us, he can't just wave them away. He would be a just God. So he takes our sins upon himself. He says, all right, I can't just wave these sins away. That wouldn't make me a just God. I'm going to pay those sins for you. That's how much he loves us. And so he comes into the world as a man, and he takes our sins for us. He does it all voluntarily. He doesn't have to do any of this.
Have you met Jesus yourself?
Say again? These are great questions, guys. I'm loving this. Anyone else have a question? Yeah.
Where in the Bible says it can you find the police investigation?
Well, in the Bible, when people...
I'll give you $100. You go to jail. It's Bible is superior assignment to the Bible, but there's only one. You need to place your hands behind your back. Place your hands behind your back. Man, I love you.
Now, just in case you think the Muslim who said he loves the Dearborn Police was in the minority, here's some footage of Muslims cheering while we were being arrested for having a peaceful dialogue.
Okay, so there's all kinds of religions, no big deal. You don't mind? ¿Ya cuando dice lo sabes más?
Hold on to my arm. Hold on my shirt.
People are still asking us why we're claiming that all of this has something to do with Sharia. Under Sharia law, Christians can't preach the gospel to Muslims. Under Sharia, Muslims are not free to become Christians. Under Sharia, Christians are second-class citizens. Christians are inferior. And now you've seen Dearborn Police hauling off Christians in handcuffs to the cheers of local Muslims. For what? Not for blocking a tent entrance, or for screaming into a crowd, or for disobeying a police order to break up our conversation. Those were all lies to cover up what really happened. What was I doing? I was standing there holding a camera. That's what we've been saying all along. And yet the mayor, the police department, some Muslims, and even some Christians have repeatedly lied about what we were doing. We've already exposed several lies in the mayor's letter, but his letter is still on the City of Dearborn's website, and so the lies are still circulating. People of Dearborn, do you support this? We know some of you don't like us. You don't have to like us. But does not liking us mean that it's acceptable for the police department and the mayor to lie about us, to take us to jail, and to make us stand trial for these ridiculous charges on September 20th? Is that really okay in Dearborn? I'd like to know. Do the citizens of Dearborn support deception, false arrests, violating the rights of Christians, trampling on the Constitution, government corruption? Or will you stand with us against such tyranny? Many of you cheered when we were being arrested, and those of you who cheered knew we weren't doing anything wrong. Is that your final verdict? Please tell us where you stand, because I don't know, Dearborn. I just don't know.